gave you my money. I'm not going to give you $5 and you give me $5 back, right? So I'm going to need to put some sort of interest on there that you and I both are going to agree on that you qualify for, right? Because I need to set a barrier, kind of like a starting point. So we're going to say that you have the exceptional credit needed to qualify, and we're going to put that exceptional interest rate related to that credit, plus a few other things called millage rates and so forth, because the number you see online or at the bank is not the actual, okay? That's the start price before, that's the suggested manufacturer price, right? When you go to the store and you buy a car, right? So then at the end, right, when you get ready to finally agree to the terms of whatever your loan is, then you get that actual fixed number, right? So they have raised the rates, right? This is what's going on right now. Mortgagers have raised the rates. All right, so what does that mean for you? It means that if you did qualify and you were at this point, now if you were to qualify at the new rate, right, it's probably going to cost you more to buy that house. You're probably going to have to put more down. It's going to cost you more monthly, whatever the circumstances are for you, right? So then the banks were like, you know what? We're losing that window of borrowers because of the raise in the interest rates. So we need to do something. What do we do? What can we do to adjust things that, let's see, make you qualify? I want the rates to work out. I'm going to call it an arm. I'm going to give you what I want to do. Here's what we're going to do. This is my idea. We're going to do something that's going to be adjustable. It's going to adjust the rates of your mortgage. We're going to call it an ARM, adjustable rate mortgage. I like it. Okay, this is what's going on. Because an adjustable rate mortgage, right, that ARM is set up to make you a better borrower. I'm going to give you another chance. Yeah, the rates have gone up over here, but we have this nice, cool little program over here, right? Don't look over there. Look over here. I got a cool one for you. So what I'm going to do, all right, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to write you up for this nice package. We want to get you into that house, and we're going to do everything we can to get you into this house, okay? And let's see. You're only going to pay the principal. How would you like that? You're just going to pay this number right here, $1,900 a month. How do you like that? It's good, right? Right? Okay, but, all right, we have these other programs here where what's going to happen is in about 5 years, maybe 10 years, we'll see which one you can qualify for. We have one that's what's called a 5-to-6 or 5-to-1 or a 10-to-1 or, you know, things like that. We have different situations that we can work on for you. Let's say it's the 5-year one. Yeah, that one sounds pretty cool. And what we're going to do is in 5 years, you're going to make this nice, easy payment for you because I want to get you in this house, okay? And the economy, it's all crazy right now. It's just out of control. So I don't want you to be in a situation where you can't make your payments, right? So I'm going to keep it real low for you. However, in 5 years, you can just refi. No problem, right? No problem at all. When have we seen this problem? Right, isn't that what happened back in, let's see, it started in about 04, 05, right? That's about right. And they wrote those loans like there was no tomorrow. Look at that, I'm going live. I wonder when this kicked in. I don't even know. You know what's messed up? I'm going to recap because I don't know when this crap kicked in. I went live. I don't even know when I went live. YOLO, you and me, buddy. I don't know what that's about, but I see 2 green dots, which means that I went live. And I don't even know at one point in time that I went live, but I'm going to back up real quick and let you guys know that my camera switching is on. So you guys got me switching. I'm over here, and it's going back and forth. And I knew it was a bug. I knew it wasn't something that I was doing because they did an update. I didn't even have to tell them, right? Actually, I did. I sent an email. But, okay, so real quick, we know there's a bubble. I was just talking about the ARM, the adjustable rate mortgages, and how someone can qualify for that, right? So you guys may have jumped in at some point in time. I don't know when you did, but just to recap on that, that's where we are right now, and it's out of control, right? So the lenders, they make money writing loans, right? Banks make money giving money. And then the small ones especially, they qualify for packages from the big boys, right? And they're like, hey, you know what? You wrote this many loans this month. We're going to buy that package from you, right? That's going to go, if you guys ever bought a house anyone out there, and all of a sudden you were paying your mortgage, and then for some reason they tell you to go ahead and sign here because your mortgage just switched over to this bank, and we're just giving you a heads up. There's nothing that you need to do. You just keep paying in the direction that you have been paying and so forth, right? Things like that. It's pretty cool because they play with money. They buy and sell money. They buy and sell these loans. And then the smaller ones, they're like, woohoo, we can write more this month, right? And then they get a bigger budget to write more loans. And that's how it's done. And these guys are just out there writing packages and selling packages, and that's how it works. That's why when the foreclosures happen, right, they buy this roll of, they call it a roll, right, of all these delinquent properties, right, and they sell it off to the collectors. Now you have the other side, right, and the collectors buy this roll, and now they start going after you, right, and they tack on their fees. I have a deal like that I'm working on right now. The lady's flipping out because she's mad at how much she has to pay out right now. And I'm like, this is what happened. You knew you weren't paying your bills. Now we're trying to fix it for you. But we we don't have anything to do with all those charges. Like, there's charges upon charges right now. And you're lucky I got the buyers in that I did get in to try to save you, because they're in, and we're about to close this. And now you're about to back out, and we got payoffs and everything. And now these banks are going to be like, hey, what are you doing? Right? Because now we're past the period. So that's going to be interesting. We'll have to solve that problem. So banks, because the interest rates went up, right? Because this is what we do in a recession. We raise the rates, trying to slow it all down. And so banks are like, hey, wait, I'm losing money. So they do an adjustable rate mortgage, an ARM, right? This is this new cool idea I came up with. No, I didn't. But they do an ARM. And I wanted to define it because a lot of people are like, what's an ARM? And I went onto this site. It's rate.com. I thought it was pretty cool. And it has to do with mortgage rates and so forth. And they had a nice little blurb. It actually came out yesterday. So I really thought that this was a great write-up that they did. And, you know, I really didn't want to get into too much detail about it, but I did want to read, kind of explaining when you hear something like 5-to-1, 5/6, and things like that, because it looks like a fraction, and people are like, well, what does that mean? So I really just kind of wanted to define that for you according to what they said. And they said, what is a 5/6 ARM? When taking a look at mortgage rates during your home buying process, you will notice that ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages, are almost always presented as fractions, 10-to-1, 10-to-6, 7-to-1, 7-to-6, and so on. Same goes for the 5-year ARM. Specifically, a 5/6 ARM is an adjustable rate mortgage that has a fixed rate for the first 5 years. Okay, I put up 10 fingers. 5 years, right? Hence the 5, right? Then transitions to an adjustable rate for the remainder of the loan. Okay, so when it transitions over, I'm going to stop there because I'm not going to bore you guys and beat you over the head to death for something that's going to, you know, just kind of make you dreary. Essentially what's happening is they give you this amazing rate, right? And you get into your home, you're happy, you're glad you got that, you finally got past that, you're closed, you're in your house, you're doing everything you need to do to get settled in, changing your address, all that good stuff, right? Going outside, making plans on what you want to do to the house, okay, all that cool stuff. And then 5 years later, you have to pay what is going to be the actual rate at that time. The actual market rate is what it's going to go to. That is your new mortgage. So if you're paying, I made the example of $1,900, and then all of a sudden, bam, you know, it goes up to like $2,600, and you're like, my budget, I didn't get a raise. I didn't make the money I needed to make in that 5 years. My income isn't what I thought it was going to be. Oh no, right? And then here come the foreclosures. And that's not what our bubble is right now, as titled on this video, the mortgage foreclosure bubble, right? The secret bubble. The secret bubble I'm talking about is how there are a lot of people. Listen, I'm just going to tell you guys right now. So I get a lot of people that are foreclosing, right? And they're in that pre-foreclosure window, and you got associations going after people. You got the lenders going after people. You got the collectors. You got people that are doing work on people's homes, foreclosing on people, throwing lis pendences on them, right? And you know they're not paying one thing. The funny thing is they're not paying their mortgage. They're definitely not paying their HOA, and they're definitely not paying their taxes for the year. So you have all these things that are not being paid, right? And so people are just filing. So this is what's happening right now, right? So as a result, you know, I'm getting these lists. 3 weeks ago, the list was like 50 here. 2 weeks ago, the list was about 70. Last week, the list was 154. I haven't pulled the new list yet. This is just in 2 counties here in South Florida. There's a bubble nobody's talking about. And I'm not getting some sort of secret society information. This stuff's legit. You can go out there and get it. Okay, but I'm telling you guys right now, it's real. It's getting real fast. People need to get out there and go to work. There's no reason why you can't. The banks want to work with you. They don't have employees to be able to do all the processing. They fired people because they're making less money. There's a lot of people out there that aren't working that need to go to work. They may not want the job that is available, but there's tons of jobs out there available. That's the problem. You may not want to, but it's there, right? So go get it. And that's what's going to help your local economy, and the local economy will then grow because then they're able to pay for everything. And then the stuff that they need to pay for are the goods and services that come from the larger manufacturers and the corporations that were shipped here. And now you just want to scale up because now you're dealing with the corporations, and the corporations, they build their products and hire their employees. So then they scale up again, right? And the bigger corporations, they are the ones who are paying and deal a lot more directly with governmental officials, because the governmental officials are the ones that set the regulations on the big corporations that pay for the products and goods and services with the regulations on it that come down and get sold to the smaller person, which is the consumer, which come down to us that are working the everyday single job, right? So you see the whole circle, right, that I just out at you. This is why it's important. The local economy needs to get strengthened. It is the only solution here. There is not something sitting there watching the news, hoping and praying that someone's going to come up with a solution. The solution is you and me out there right now. Everyone's driving around seeing jobs right now, hiring all positions. I just saw one the other day, hiring steel workers. I didn't even know we had steel workers here in Florida. I'm just saying, because it's not a commonality. It's not something you hear about all the time. But these signs are all over the place. I just ate yesterday at a restaurant, and the waitress said, that's it, I quit. I'm talking about like this. She's just like, I'm done, right? And our table just tipped her $20. So it wasn't like, you know, it was her against the world. It's the mindset that's happening right now. People are just like, I'm fed up. I'm not doing it. We got to stop this, right? I keep telling people, we're in the 90s right now. This is the 90s. This is when people working 2-3 jobs and it wasn't given to you. Nothing was easy, right? We're back there again because people were so used to today paying $1 million for a stupid picture of a frog with a crown hat on. I mean, come on. So people were spending their money frivolously, right? And now they're getting reality checks as their crypto went, right? People that were millionaires are out there freaking committing suicides right now, and they're losing their damn minds, right? So this is the problem. We got to fix it, and we can only do this together. That's the only way this can work. Thank you guys for tuning in. Justin R. Harris. We dabbled a little bit in everything. I know we talked about the economy. We got in on the real estate, got real deep and dirty and heavy on the reality. I'm not fluffing this stuff up. I'm giving you guys facts. I only like facts, right? Because they don't lie. There's nothing for me to lie. I don't have to make it up. I go and I work it and I do it every single day, right? This is what I do. I do real estate. I live real estate, okay? This is full time, okay? So I don't go and do another job and then come back and tell you guys about, no, because if that means I'm part-timing someone's investments, right? And I don't get down like that. You wouldn't want me part-timing your investments. Oh, I can't answer your call right now. I'm at work. That's weird, right? So here's my point. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check me on me. Wednesday, I'll be back. I try to go every Sunday and Wednesday. I might change it back to Saturdays and Wednesdays. I don't know yet. I kind of like what I'm doing right now. Maybe I do Fridays. Friday and Wednesday. I don't know. I kind of like the consistency I'm doing right now. Thank you guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow my Facebook as well. I got on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I plugged into TikTok and this other stuff. I really kind of just do like lifestyle kind of posts and stuff on there. You know, maybe post about a business here and there and drop some short videos and stuff. Nothing big, just pumping it out there, having a good time, living the dream. See you guys. Take it easy. Peace.